Hi, I'm Donna Meldon, Chamber Coordinator for the Holmes County Chamber of Commerce. And tonight we have Lesley Hatfield, our board president. And welcome, Lesley. Glad to have you.
Thank you, Donna.
We'd like to first get started with how did you actually become involved with the chamber?
I joined the chamber in 2019. I'm a Holmes County native, but I've been living away for about 20 years. And I moved home to raise my family here in Holmes County. And when I moved back, I felt a little disconnected from old friends and family and people that I hadn't seen in a really long time. So I thought a great way to reconnect would be to join an organization like the Chamber of Commerce. I came to a few events and really loved it. It was so wonderful to walk into a room of familiar faces and also meet some new people who were new to the community since I'd been gone. So I really enjoyed coming to the events. And with the enthusiasm that I brought to the room, the board of directors invited me to come join their board. And I was so happy to do that, to join their board of directors. And then shortly after that, was invited to be an officer. And I have been a president of the board for about 2 years now, going into my third. So it has been just such a pleasure to not only join this organization, but really get in and roll my sleeves up and get involved.
Can you give us a little bit of history about the Holmes County Chamber?
Sure. The Holmes County Chamber has been around for decades. I think that so many of this community's founding members have some chamber leadership experience in their background. So many people have joined this chamber and grown their business through this chamber and risen into levels of leadership in the community. And then now maybe they've transitioned their business to their children or another family member, and those folks are now members of the chamber. So it just has a wonderful legacy in this community.
It does have a rich history, doesn't it, Leslie?
Oh, yeah.
If you could tell us a little bit about our chamber mission and the programs that are involved with the chamber.
Sure. The Chamber of Commerce's mission is to create an environment for all members of our local economy to come together and have connections and learn ways to do business together and communicate together about what's going on all around Holmes County, not just in Bonifay, but the whole entire county, how we can all come together and really grow our economy. That's our mission, is to facilitate that. The programs that we use to facilitate that are, of course, our membership luncheons. Mm-hmm. So for as long as the organization's been around, we've been hosting monthly luncheons where we bring in a key speaker or a sponsor to talk about what's going on in their business or their line of work and educate our members. And it's a great opportunity for people to connect and have fellowship and talk and meet one another. So that's our primary membership feature. And then in addition to that, we have other programs. Our annual dinner is one of our most loved events because it's a really fun night out. We really put on a nice night for our members and sponsors, and we have a lovely dinner and a silent auction with wonderful prizes that raise money for the Chamber of Commerce. We have great entertainment, and so many people enjoy coming to that event and bringing their spouse. And often business owners will buy a table and treat their employees to a night out with us, and it's a really special night. So that's in November of each year. Our third, probably our most known program that we put on is the Down Home Street Festival event series. So that's not just a day, that's a series of events. And the first one of those is the Miss Trailblazer pageant, which is a terrific pageant because it not only recognizes things like beauty, but it also really celebrates young ladies who have leadership skills and a passion to serve their community. That's really what that pageant is all about, and we just love being associated with that, and so we support that fully. The second part of that event series is our Trailblazer Trot 5K, and that's a 5K wilderness race through the Wildlife Refuge at Ponce de Leon Springs State Park.
That's such a beautiful place, isn't it, Leslie?
It is a beautiful
and
place.
A beautiful event.
And it is off the beaten path. And the people who love that race are people who like to do trail running and the mud runs and things that are just not running down a paved road. Like it's a real adventure. And that race is growing every year. And then our annual golf tournament is in March as well. So that's a great fundraiser for us, and it also helps our members entertain their employees and other people to do business with out on the golf course. And it's a great sponsorship opportunity. It's a great place to put a sign out and get your brand and your name recognized. So that's a great annual event of ours that Dogwood Lakes has been wonderful to host for us, and we enjoy that every year. And then, of course, the Down Home Street Festival Day is a big event. That's where we close down Veterans Park Boulevard and the park area, and we have vendors, arts, crafts, civic organizations, so many people that come in and want to meet the community and set up a booth. And then there's tons of entertainment around it as well. There are food trucks and bounce houses and petting zoos and helicopters landing on the football field. Like you never know what to expect from year to year. So we have a really great turnout for that. And that's a wonderful opportunity for our sponsors to get their name out there, and also small businesses that are looking to get some visibility in the community that want to take on a booth have a really great experience there too.
Lesley, and of course that's such just a community event. Everyone gets involved in that event, and actually when do you start planning normally
So
for the Down Home Street
those
Festival?
events, because there are so many moving parts that I just
Yes.
described to you, it takes an army and it takes us a lot of time. So right after the holidays are over, usually the very first of January, our team gets together and we begin work on setting the dates, and all of the details and moving parts come together beginning in January.
Such great events that the
Yes.
chamber hosts.
Yes.
One thing I wanted to ask, especially since we're post-COVID now, hopefully, why do you think the chamber is so important to our community?
I think that the time apart of people staying home and sheltering and not being out in the world, and so many organizations unable to put on events and bring together groups of people, it really damaged our ability to communicate well with each other. So I think that so much of what our chamber is putting our energy and efforts into right now is bringing people back to the table to talk about what's new, what's happening, what are you guys doing, what are we doing, how can we work together to recreate and strengthen that bridge, and make sure that people still feel connected, and that we're all communicating together.
Yes.
That's really where we're putting our energy into recovering from a COVID world.
Why do you think now is the best time to join the Holmes County Chamber?
You know, even in light of what's going on at the national level economically, there are so many good things happening in Holmes County right now. Things are booming. And I think that when you look at big, important projects like the Highway 79 corridor completion, and you look at the large restaurant bill that was passed earlier this year,
Yes.
and so many new businesses, just from the chamber, we do a lot of ribbon cuttings. And there are so many entrepreneurs, people that through the COVID time kind of reassessed and decided where they wanted to spend their time and effort and energy, and new businesses that have opened.
Right.
People that have moved back here from different places and brought their new skill, their new talent to Holmes County and want to grow here. So many makers and entrepreneurs of people that learned a new craft or skill during these last few years and are ready to make money at it. So there's so much going on in Holmes County, and it's
There is a
just
lot going on.
an exciting time that I think that we can take advantage of that, of all that good energy and good momentum and great things that are happening on both sides of the river, to communicate more and work together and
Yes.
and put all of these wheels in motion together. And I think that it's just such an exciting time.
Why do you think the chamber is a good investment for, say, a beginning business?
I think there is no better place in Holmes County to start connecting with people who can help you than the Chamber of Commerce. This is a great place to come in and feel welcome and introduce yourself and start making connections with not only other business leaders, because there's all of our members and owners of the businesses are here, but also the people that come and participate in our events are our elected officials and people in public office and other stakeholders in the community, not just business owners. So it really gives you exposure to the full community, and it's a lot of bang for the buck when you walk in this room and all the people you have the opportunity to connect with. And then in addition to that, you have your board and your chamber coordinator who is so ready and willing to help you and put you in contact with resources that are outside the county. So there are so many great consultants and free advice and people that we know beyond the borders of this county that want to help us and help our entrepreneurs. And we can help make that connection.
How does a business owner or a community member become a member of the chamber?
They can visit our website, www.holmeschamber.com. We have a really simple application process. It's just 1 or 2 pages. You tell us a little bit about you and where you are and the size of your company, and we will put you on the fast track to becoming a member.
What's something new on the horizon for the Holmes County Chamber?
Oh, well, this podcast series comes to mind. This is a great opportunity for businesses who would like to share with Holmes County and beyond a little bit about them and tell us the story of your business and tell us the story of how you got to where you are professionally. Tell us where you're going. Tell us how you'd like to grow.
Yes.
Share big news. Share what's coming down the pike for your business. It's such a great time to help educate our membership and the community on what your business is doing and where you're going.
Thank you so much, Lesley. I've enjoyed our podcast tonight, and thank you so much for joining us. And we're looking to the future of our business members that belong to the chamber to come have a chat with the chamber lady.